So welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at this particular table right here. So what our boss actually wants us to do is that those particular customers, purchased some items, and the original price of those items were at 100, 200, 150, 80, and even 150 right here as well. But they were given different percentages. So he wants to know what is the final price that we sold those items at. This is something very simple. We are going to use this to learn how to use the DAX variable, right? So I have this particular data under the description box for you guys. Go ahead and download it and actually take a look at how I got this solved. So let's go to Power BI. So over here inside my Power Query, I already have it loaded in here. Just go ahead and do the same thing and make sure this one is a whole number, decimal, and text. So to change that, click over here. You can see every data types that we have right here. Let's go ahead and close and apply. In the previous video, we did create something like this using variable. So just for me to show you how easy variable could actually get your DAX to look more professional and all of that. And over here, we did the same thing. As you can see right here, if I actually click on this one, it gives me this. Can you see right now? So I'm going to show you how to use variable to actually get things done with ease. And previously, I told you that DAX variable lets you some kind of calculate something once, store it and reuse it over and over again in your formula. They make it look simpler and faster. But mind you, I told you that this variable declaration can only work within the measure where it was being declared, not outside the measure, right? Take note of that. Let us have a new page right now. Under this particular new page, all I've done is to bring in my customer, the discount, and as well the original price. So right now, it is time for we to create, our final price. I don't know how we should put that. So to do that right now, we're going to start without a variable. And later, after all, we use variable to simplify everything. So let's go over here and add a new measure. So click on new measure here. So let me type in V. I'm going to say final price. So for the final price here, what we are going to use is actually using the sum function. You will see how rough this would look like, the sum function. So with the sum function, we want to sum what? We want to sum our original price. So we can go to variable table. So we'll have variable example data. So this is the original price right here. We sum it. And once we have done that, we subtract from it, open bracket, the sum of what? Of the same value. So which is the same original price. We close. And this time around, we're going to multiply it by the sum of what? Of the discount right here. So you see that if I hit my enter key, this will definitely produce the final price for me. You get it. Let's go ahead and push it in. So now with 15% discount, the current price we sold the item at is actually 127.50. Then this one is actually 144.90 instead of 100, 76 instead of 80, and 160 instead of 200. Can you see it right now? This is what it is. But how can we simplify this with what? Simplify this with variable. Yes, how can we? So to simplify this with variable right now, let us look at how this looks like. This is how this one looks. So I'm going to actually go ahead and copy the header alone and go ahead and create a new measure in here. So let us paste this one in and type 2 here. Okay, over here I'm going to actually use a variable. This is it. Previously I've told you that first of all you write your variable and you actually give a name to your variable. And over here is going to be underscore. I love using underscore because it is easy to retrieve when I use underscore. So this one right now will be my original price. So when I try to use original price and with a space, it does not allow me. So what I'll do is make sure I bring them together, or I further put underscore if that is what I want. Then over here, I'm going to store something in here using the equal sign. So what do I want to store here? I want to store the sum of what? The sum of original price here. So here is it. So we close. So if we store the sum of the original price here, we create another variable again. So inside this particular variable, we store underscore. This time around is going to be discount. So discount equals. So we'll put the sum of the discount here. So here is our discount, sum of the discount. So we have those two variables. What can we do with them? So we're going to create another variable whereby this one is going to be variable again. So if you look at my variable, it's giving me error. That was because I did not close the bracket to my sum function here. So we do another variable again. So I'm going to do discount from price. So if I do discount from price, I put my equal sign here. So what I will do now is for me to say, okay, you know what? My underscore original price here, I want to actually use that to multiply my discount. Can you see it? Very simple. You can see the line. Okay, finally, we're going to do return. So over here right now, what I want to do is just to say underscore total, that is original price, so minus our discount from, which is underscore again, discount from price. So if I hit my enter key, this should give us the same exact thing. So let's just try to see if this one gives us what we are looking for. So can you see it now? We have the same exact number right here. The same exact number, no difference. Let us look at the difference. So here we have this, a bit complicated, right? No matter how you think you want to read this, it's not really readable. So if we go to the second one right here, this one, we have a line. So you can actually add a comment if you want to do that. Let us make it small a bit. So you can add a comment to it. Now this particular two dashes will give you a comment. So you can just type in here this calculate the original price of the purchase. So this can actually be very, readable. It will not interfere with your code because it's actually a comment. It doesn't go anywhere near your code. Then you can do the same comment here, do the same comment here, and do the same comment here to actually explain what each and every line of variable does. And if we go over here, tell me if you want to add that comment will be 1. You can't use that comment to tell a story about this one, about this particular part, so it's not well organized. So with variable, we can actually do things just like this, right? So I want to remove the discount from here, right, so that I will have a space for something else. So this time around, let us look at the discount value, how much we actually discounted. It's very simple. This time around, we don't need any complicated DAX to get this done. So to get the discount value, right click from here and create a new measure. So I'm going to do discount values. So for my discount values, what I'm going to do the sum of what? The sum of original price, close. We subtract it from what? From the variable we actually created. Let me bring my V here. So it's either we are actually using this one or this one that we did with variable. They are the same values. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit my enter key. This gives me the total discount we give out. So I'm going to push this in. So can you see it right now? 22.50, 6, 10, 4, and 40. Do you see this now? So this is how you can actually solve that problem, and it's very simple and easy. So you might want to try this. So if you want to try this, all you have to do is to make sure you download the data that is actually going to be used to actually get this created, and it will actually make you to understand DAX, and not only DAX, you understand how to use variable to simplify things when need be. So before we actually go deeper, in case you've not watched the first video on this particular series, you want to take a look at that. I have the link below this very video for you guys. So see you in my other videos.